welcome to a brand new series called Dfmtv Quick Tips, where I'm going to take the most common issues that you guys have reported and give you tips on how to resolve them. So let's get started. Today's quick tip is about Fire Stick remote not working. Let's fix it. Alright everyone, if you're watching this video, it's because your Fire Stick remote control stopped communicating with your Fire Stick and you can't get anything done. Well, today I'm going to show you 3 tips on how to get your Fire Stick remote working again. Tip number one will be to get your Fire Stick over to the home screen. The home screen is what you're seeing right here, okay? This is the home screen. This is where you need to be at. Obviously, if your remote control is not working, you can't use the home button on the remote. So the only way that you can get the Fire Stick to the home screen is to unplug the Fire Stick and plug it back in. You have 2 options. You got to choose whichever one's easier for you to access, which will be either the outlet, by pulling it out, pull it back in, or the cable on the side of the Fire Stick. You're going to pull that out and put it back in. That will restart the Fire Stick and it will bring it here to the home screen. Once you're in the home screen, the Fire Stick at that point is searching for the remote control. This is why it's important that we are in the home screen. Now we got to get the remote control to start searching for the Fire Stick. And we do that by grabbing the remote control, pulling the back cover off, and taking off the batteries. If you know the batteries are new or they still got some energy into them, go ahead and put them back in there and close the cover and just wait. You don't have to hit any buttons. But if you're not sure that those batteries are good, it will not hurt you to get 2 AAA batteries and put them in there. You won't believe how many times the easiest fix for all this is brand new batteries. So just to be on the safe side, I will put some new batteries on there and keep going. At this point, the Fire Stick is looking for the remote and the remote is looking for the Fire Stick. Within a few seconds, about maybe 20-30 seconds, you should see a small pop-up on the lower right hand side of the screen that says Fire TV remote is now connected, and at that point you're back in business. Okay, assuming that that did not fix your problem, we're going to go to tip number 2. Tip number 2 is to force your remote to start communicating with your Fire Stick. Now notice that in the time that I've been talking, the Fire Stick went from the home screen over to the slideshow. Now you see in pictures behind me, it's going to switch to another picture. At this point that you see the slideshow, the Fire Stick is no longer trying to search for the remote control. So we're going to have to repeat that process of unplugging the Fire Stick and plugging it back in, wait for it to restart, and get all the way back to this home screen right here. Once you're in the home screen, now the Fire Stick is searching for the remote again, and now this tip number 2, all you're going to do is look at your remote and you're going to press and hold the home button. Okay, that's the little house. For those advanced remote controls, you're going to start seeing a small blinking amber light on the upper right hand side of the remote. Once you start seeing that amber light start blinking, you can let go of the button, okay, and just wait. For those of you that don't have that little light because you have an older remote, press and hold the home button for about 25 seconds and then release it. And if it doesn't work, you're going to try it a second time. You're going to press it, for about 25 seconds and let it go. It would not hurt that if you're going to try this step a 3rd time because nothing's working, to remove the batteries and put them back in and then try this step again for the 3rd time, always making sure that your Fire Stick is on the home screen. Now, assuming that did not fix your problem, because if it did, you'll see the pop-up on the lower right-hand side saying your Fire TV remote's connected and you're back in business. But assuming that that didn't fix it, tip number 3 is what's going to take place here, and that's going to be factory resetting the remote control itself, not the Fire Stick, just the remote. And how do we do that? If you look at your remote control, you're going to press 3 buttons at the same time, and that's going to be the back button. That's going to be the options button, or the button with the 3 lines, hamburger button. And the last one on the ring, on the circle, is going to be your left. So you're going to press all 3 of these buttons at the same time and hold them for about 25 seconds. And once you hold them for 25 seconds, that's going to factory reset the remote control itself. Now at this point, we're going to jump back to tip number 2, which is to press and hold the home button for 20 seconds or till you see that amber light start blinking. Okay, once that amber light starts blinking, you can let go of the button and just wait, and that should fix your problem. Within 30 seconds or so, you should see the remote control start connecting to the Fire Stick and you're back in business. Now, Let's assume for 1 second that it did fix the problem. That last one, tip number 3, resetting or factory resetting the remote control. If you happen to have a remote control that has the volume control, mute, and power, even though the Fire Stick remote is now working for the Fire Stick, you're going to have to reprogram your television so you can work those features off the Fire Stick remote. And I will have a video specifically on that. You're going to check it out in the description, or you can check out one of the videos that pop up at the end of this one. You can just click on it and it'll show you exactly how to program your remote control to your television once again. Okay? Worst case scenario that none of this fix your problem, guys, I am going to be working on a more advanced video where we're going to take it to the next level. Just leave me a comment. I want to know if a lot of you are having this issue. Then I'll go ahead and make that video. But I hope that this worked. Either way, this is the first step to try, because this is the most common fixes for this problem. And for those of you that still don't get the problem fixed, stay tuned, okay? Do not forget to support this channel by subscribing and liking and sharing this video and commenting, and don't forget to ring the bell notification. I appreciate your time. I hope this worked out. You have been watching DFMTV. I am Dan the Fire Stick Man, your source for entertainment, and until the next video, happy streaming.